watching the transit of the shadow of the satellite Io on the face of the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is there somewhere. Oh yeah, here. And oh yeah, here. And the image, I used the 3.5 millimeter Pentax and also Myriad, which is here, 2.5 again. But the image with this 10mm one is sharpest. I can see the dot of the shadow of the Io clearly. With those ones, it just spreads a little bit and you can see the turbulence in the air sometimes. But this one is, most of the time, is sharper. Very good, very good. The details is amazing. I have a Delos 10mm and I think this one compares very well with the Delos 10mm. The color is more natural. The Delos gives a little bit red purple tinge. This one is neutral color. The cloud bands and the shadow of the Io are so delicate but visible and clear, sharp, as if drawn by a very fine brush. When you look with this 3.5 in these conditions, it's like that, as if you should be looking at a smudge most of the time. Sometimes it gets a little bit clear, but most of the time it's like a smudge. But this one is beautiful. Oh. Yeah, the sky background is completely dark with this, and then you see the planet a little bit lighter scatter around. Minimum, I must say that it's very minimal lighter scatter. Almost negligible. You will not notice it if you don't know it is there. And yeah, amazing, beautiful. Oh, I've not seen such a thing. I'm telling you something, it's laughable, but eyepieces have a smells of their own, some of them. And this eyepiece has a nice rubber smell. It's rubber, but it's nice rubber smell, kind of aromatic. Of course, you notice this smell because you put your eyes in the on the eyepiece, and then your nose is very close to this rubber, so you can smell it. You can at least see 10 different albedo features on the cloud tops of Jupiter with this eyepiece. Just a tiny dot, like a letter O, but you can see sharp on it, everything. In the North Equator belt and lower than that toward the poles, you see a lot of details. And in South Equator pole, which is a little bit more prominent, darker, you see the shadow of the Io moving there, and also some knots and festoons. And then toward the South Pole you go, it just becomes, not very clear, it's just uniform gray. Oh, I changed it to 3.5 because on 10 I could see a little tiny dot as if point of light appearing on the limb of the planet Jupiter, and I was not sure if it is true or not. I use with this and I can see now that that dot is now moved a little bit. It can be a star, it can be one of the satellites, Galilean satellites, Galilean moons. So it's beautiful, and the weather is now settled. I can see clear with this. Unfortunately, the trees are now blocking the gradually. In a few minutes, I think they will block the planet. Okay, I'm now looking at the planet Saturn. The Jupiter went behind the trees and I cannot see it anymore. But Saturn is now visible, and I was looking at it with this Pentax 3.5, which is good. But this is more clear on this one. Brilliant. And surprise, when you look at a corner like this, it's sharper even. If you look at the middle, it's sharp, but you look at a corner like that and it stays in the field of view for a long time. It's sharper.